All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
Guys, listen. Hey, look.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now Wilson on first down. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
36 power.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, we got a seal.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzgerald. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
The throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Muddy throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run with Hines. Nifty move. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Fitzgerald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Wilson. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. He's both feet down for the completion.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Gun. Mike 53.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson flushed out right. It's complete to Drake. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 0-0-0.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
Check. Line 90.
Check. 53 is Mike. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Zebra.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, coming.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey. Now that's Mike.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Give me 2 jet bombers. I'm going.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzgerald. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nick Fitzgerald, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running with Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
One left.
53, Mike 53. Watch the screen.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nice move at the 40. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They run the counter. It's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
50,
59, Mike to 59. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're
and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant.
Bravo. 61, match box, right. Next.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He finds Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
You.
Following the fumble recovery, Fitzgerald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
95 to send. No, check. He's Mike. Let's go one more. Shoot. Check.
Got it.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the screen.
Alert.
53,
From the 41, Wilson. It's complete to Robinson. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go 14.
Mike, 53, Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more scars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Switch. Kill. Check.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Reed. Hey, you. Ready?
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
And the Colts first down.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Exit.
Mike 5'9". Here we go.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. Going to throw right side here, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Kill.
You draw Porker.
Jim.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. He completes it to Bryant. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 7-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to Robinson. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Check, 53, right. Here we go. Check, Lucky. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Mike, 53.
To throw is Wilson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Wilson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Go. 90, alert.
It's our time. Oh, Trot. No, check, he's Mike. Watch twist.
Wilson now operating from the gun, and he hits Drake. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 23.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Back to the ground is Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson dancing to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the I.
Check 53, Mike. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check 43. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
They run. It's Kamara. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hines. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now a give, right side. It's Hines, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Colts, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.